Hey, 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 how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. Hello, 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 hello. So everyone needs to know this. Everyone needs to know that freedom is their birthright. A freedom lifestyle is absolutely something that you can create. One way you get to work when you want to work, with people you want to work with, when you want to work. And sometimes people say to me they want to be able to wake up whenever they want to wake up rather than being told that you have to be in a certain place at a certain time in order to do that. And you can create that lifestyle. And in fact, if you're really gung-ho about it, you'll even start home educating your children, so you never even have to get them to the school gate. Basically, because you can ultimately do whatever you want to do whenever you want to do it. Am I saying that it's easy peasy lemon squeezy? No. I am saying this, okay? Freedom, though it's free, comes at a price. It comes at a price. That price is that you choose it. You choose it in every moment. You choose it in how you're using your time. You choose it in how you're using your money. You choose it in who you're hanging out with. You choose it in what you're choosing to believe is possible for you. I came from a place myself of being, you know what, the way that I was going to live the rest of my life, at least that was the script that I was following, was that I was going to find myself a nice pharmacist position, maybe, you know, jump around a few ladders in a few different companies, and that would be my life, and that I was going to have to be happy with it because that was all I could expect. And maybe that's the life that you're living, but I don't know about you, but for me that wasn't freedom. Now, I'm not saying everybody wants to be in a business. I'm not saying that at all. I am saying, however, that if you're caught up in a work situation, and guess what? As human beings, we spend a heck of a lot of our time working. We have to be functional or else we get depressed. But if you're going to spend a heck of a lot of your time doing something you don't like, then that isn't freedom. That isn't freedom. You can tell yourself, I have to do this in order for me to be able to do the stuff that I like in the time that I have spare. I used to say that too. But you know what? I paid the price. I still pay the price for freedom by deliberately designing a life that I desire rather than settling for a life that I don't desire. Am I telling you that it's easy peasy lemon squeezy? No, but I am telling you this. If you don't make the decision to actually go after the life that you want, then it won't ever happen. But it can happen because you are created in the image of the divine. You're not actually supposed to be here doing only stuff that you don't like, okay? I don't say this stuff lightly, okay? I do know that it is absolutely possible for you to design a whole life that you're actually happy with. Now, I know a lot of people feel like this is impossible, and in fact, that's what we're taught. That is, in fact, every time I say this to friends, they're like, nah, Rosemary, you can't be happy all the time. Why the heck not? Okay? If you are working to a belief system that says that you can't be happy all the time, then no, you won't be happy all the time because that's what you expect. And honey, you will always create what you expect to create, which is why I'm saying to you, if you want to be free, then you need to be liberated from some old ideas, some ideas that have been the norm for you. Okay, they have told you that this is the way it has to be, and so therefore you've decided that, okay, well, you know, I have to be reasonable, I have to be practical, I can't do it this other way. What if you can? If you decided to figure out what was going on in your mind. So like for me, in order for me to get to this place where, yes, okay, I'm sitting in the car right now, I'm watching my children playing their games basically, where normally I would have been at work, okay? A few years ago, I'd say about, I don't know how many years ago now, I would have been at work. Maybe there'd be a nanny here, which, okay, sometimes that's cool, you know, sometimes that's cool, sometimes it is the nanny that brings them, but I would not have had this option. This would not be an option to me at all, okay? Getting to the place where I was able to completely replace my income had to start first in here. I had to believe it was possible for me. And it took a while to get there, but then going beyond just income to looking at the rest of life as well. Getting to a place where I was able to say no to things that I used to put up with, whether it was religious beliefs, whether it was about my sexuality, for goodness sake, because I know I was very stifled in that area for a very long time because I thought that was just the way it had to be. And who do you talk to about that stuff without somebody trying to make you feel guilty or tell you the rules and blah, blah, blah. But for me, it was actually connection with spirit that enabled me to step into freedom in these areas, whether it was my story as well, because I can tell you stories that make your toes curl or whatever, basically. And I'm sure you have your own story as well. But I had to break free from all of these beliefs that I held inside of me in order for me to step into the next level for me, in order for me to create the life that I live now, but then to carry on creating a life, because you know what, I'm not there. I am working towards something more, okay? The same as you would like to, but in order for me even to get to like, okay, I have Project 334K, that's my big vision at the moment. In order for me to live out a life where I impact 334,000 people worldwide, to live free lives and independent lives and all that kind of stuff, in order for that to happen, I have to become someone who believes it's possible for me. Whereas before, I wasn't that person. I used to think, nah, it's impractical. And in fact, I prided myself on the fact that I was logical and practical. And you know what? Logical and practical gets you so far, but it doesn't get you the dream. Because the dream doesn't fit into logical and practical. It fits into, you're going to have to be different from the people around you. You're going to have to think differently. You're going to have to act differently. But you're going to have to allow yourself to do that. And that's the problem. If your beliefs are telling you that you're not allowed, that God doesn't want you to do something, your pastor doesn't want you to do something, your family will think you're crazy, blah, 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 blah. You're wondering about how you're coming across to people, and you have all of these ideas stuck inside of your head that tell you this is how you're supposed to be nice and this is how you're supposed to be good, blah, blah, blah. If you have that stuff, and who doesn't? Let's be honest, who doesn't? It's difficult. In fact, it's impossible to live the freedom life. A life of wealth, of purpose, of influence, of income, of time freedom to do the things that you want to do with your time. Honey, freedom does come with a price, and some of that price is deliberately designing it. Not just waiting passively for it to erupt. I did that for so long, but I had to take my internal head, my internal mind, I had to take it take it to the gym. I had to take my mind to the gym, and I had to take my actions to the gym. And so I am making this invitation to you. We're starting tomorrow. And you're running out of time to join in and get it at this awesome pre-launch price, which is this thing that I'm doing is called Liberation. Okay, it's called Liberation because it's going to help you handle things like your spirituality. Do you feel distant from source and you're wondering, where are the promises? Can I help you get them? Can I help you connect again? Sexuality. If you are stifled in that area, okay, I had people asking me about this on Instagram actually, but if you're stifled in that area, your creativity, your charisma will suffer. You will find it difficult to actually put yourself out there because I'm sorry, but I always liken it to a bit of an animal, like a dog, that there's a reason why they cut off their bits and, neuter them. It's so that they will calm down. And in some ways, you have been neutered. And it's time for that area of your life to wake up. It's time to be liberated in that area of your life. And then there's your story. There's parts of your story that you may not even realize are holding you back because it's the norm. Everybody around you has kind of a similar story. And so you're all doing exactly the kind of same thing, except maybe you're a little bit above, so you feel as if you're okay, but there's something missing. Can I help you see the areas of your life where you are being held back by your past, by your story? Your story can either empower you or depower you. Is that even a word? Disempower you. Dispower? I don't know. But whichever way, we'll be looking into your story. We'll be looking at your spirituality. We'll be looking at your sexuality. And then we'll be looking at strategy for all kinds of things. Okay, yes, we'll be looking at online business because I think that is just so freedom producing. Just like you can walk around. Here I am with my office, my computer, my phone. That's kind of it. And my journal. That's kind of it. And that's it. Wherever I am, I can work from. I can call clients from here. I can do all of that stuff. I love the freedom of this. So yes, I do err towards, come on people, let's find you some customers, clients, recruits online. But then I know that a business is not for everyone. You can still, within the realms of a career, discover your freedom lifestyle, but you are the one that's going to have to deliberately design it. And we're going to be talking through that kind of stuff as well. Okay. So you don't have to be in business. You don't have to be an entrepreneur right now to join this program. But I would say this. if you love this community, if you love what I do here, if it inspires you, if it wakes you up, and you know it stirs something inside of you, a passion, a desire to actually go for more. And yes, you've tried things and you keep crashing and burning, or you keep getting stuck, or you feel in a rut right now, then this is the program for you. This is the program for you to help you elevate your life, to help you be liberated from things that have kept you stuck. And I can promise you this, there are going to be things that you haven't even considered that we're going to go over in that 20-day period. Every day for 20 days with 5 days on, 2 days off, you will receive an audio, okay, where I go through a specific thing for you to look at. And then there'll also be a worksheet with it, so that again, you can carry on the work externally as well. So it will get you thinking. It will also get you taking action, okay, because I'm very much about the fact that if you're going to create success, it's going to be both the internal stuff and it's going to be the external stuff, okay? You cannot do one or the other. Lots of people work very hard and get absolutely nowhere. Lots of people navel gaze forever and get absolutely nowhere. But I'm saying, let's combine the two, action and clarity, together to create your success, okay? And I'm going to be showing you how to do this stuff over a 20-day, well, it's going to be over a 4-week period, because we'll have 2 days off every week. A 4-week period, you will change the way you look at the world. You go from a place of passivity, a place of waiting for the dream to happen, to a place of taking massive action in a way that is aligned to your values, okay? So it won't feel like hard work. I work hard. I work harder than I have before, and yet it doesn't feel like I work hard. Why? Because I'm doing the things that I am born to do. And that's what I want for you, okay? To open your mind to the fact that you can be liberated from the system, from the norm, so that you can create life the way you want it. The deliberate design of a life. That's what liberation is about. And I invite you to join me. We're starting, you're going to be getting it first thing in the morning. So by the time you wake up, it should be in your inbox. But you need to go and join in right now, because as soon as then the price goes up, I'm going to be sending it out around about 2 a.m. my time. And after that, the price goes up. Okay. So if you are ready to be liberated from your current way of looking at the world, if you're fed up of feeling like you're stuck, feeling in a rut, feeling the angst of, I can't, why am I not where I'm supposed to be? I know this isn't it for me. If you're feeling that, and you know that you're born for more, then you need to join me in liberation, okay? It's at rosemaryonlynight.com/liberation. Go and join in. It gives you lots of detail on there so that you can read it if you want to. But if you've been resonating with what I'm saying right here, just join, okay? Your subconscious will try to protect you from doing anything different. It loves you, but you have been so conditioned into thinking that this is the way, that there's no other way. And I am here saying there is a different way, but you have to choose it. You want to be free completely? It's a deliberate design. It doesn't just happen. It has to be deliberate. And this is step one for you. Liberation is step one for you, is to start to see where you're being held back. So go right now to rosemaryonlynight.com/liberation. Go and join in. It's an incredible investment level. So go and have a look at it, read through it, just click the button and join in, okay? It is time for you to deliberately design the life you are born to live. Because you want to, huh? Because you wanna. Okay, so go over to rosemaryonlynight.com/liberation. If there's somebody else that needed to hear this particular message, then tag them in or share it along. Again, go over to rosemaryonlynight.com/liberation. Click the button, put your details in. Let's go. Until the next time, much love. Bye.